What's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, thank you for joining. My name is Kat, and on here we talk about style, fashion, shopping, stuff like that. Today we have fan favorite, my mom, and we are going to go check out the Dillards clearance center, aka Dirty Dillards, and see if there's anything good. It's around back to school kind of shopping time, which is the same time I went last year, and I thought that there was a lot of really good holiday kind of stuff, so we'll check that out, see if it's the same. So if you have one near you, you can go find some of these same things or some other great finds. So thanks for coming along with me to Dirty Dillards.
I'm excited about our trip. I don't know if I'm that excited. Maybe.
Dillard's Clearance Center is pretty far from our area. It takes a while to drive there. So we're hoping there's going to be some really good stuff. And there has been every time that I've come. So I have high hopes. First, we found ourselves in the home section, and the home section at this location at least seems to fluctuate a lot. So when I've been in the summer, there's been basically nothing in the home section, but when I came in the fall around the holidays, there was lots of stuff in the home section, and I actually got one of my best items last time there. So that is something I've noticed. The different sections are going to contract and expand depending on what the regular Dillards has to put in there. Another observation, similar to last time when I went. Last time I went, I think mid to late August. This was pretty early August. It was the 10th, August 10th. And there were lots of coats, sweaters, jackets, holiday stuff. So if you're looking for that, that's when you want to time it to go. And of course, if you're looking to buy things, you definitely want to pick up one of these buggies. It is a big store. It is an entire Dillards, so it's great to be able to pull things around rather than carrying them throughout the entire store before the fitting room. Additionally, we checked out the men's area and the shoes first, which were things that we didn't want to be just carrying in our hands while we were looking for ourselves. So it was really helpful to grab that buggy, so I would highly recommend. They had several pieces from the Elizabeth Damrich and Antonio Melani collab, which I actually did a video covering. I'll link it below for you so you can check it out. And these shoes were never in the location that I shop at, so I didn't get to try them on, but I did here, so that was fun. They also had lots of fun shoes like these plaid ones. I tried these on. I tried these guys on too with the bow. So many cute options. I loved these bow shoes as well. It's going to be a tough choice to decide what to get. They really do have rows and rows of shoes, and something that is unique to the Dillards clearance experience for me is they have a lot of larger sizes. That doesn't tend to be the case for me at most locations. And I did talk about this. I'll actually link this video below as well. I talked about the Dillards shoe clearance in the summer, and one location near me has a lot of large sizes and the other one doesn't. And I talk about why in that video a little bit, but I wonder if that has something to do with what is at this clearance center. And it's something that I've noticed as well at other people's clearance centers when I've watched other people's videos or TikToks. There tend to be a lot of large sizes, which is great for me because I wear a 10 or sizes on either side of that. And usually I can't find very much, but here at Dirty Dillards, there are so many options. So if you wear a 10, 10 and a half, 11, there's going to be a lot. And I would say a lot more than you might be used to. I'm sure it does depend on the location, but for me, I have been consistently impressed with the selection, and you may be too. I will also note that there's a great variety of shoes, or at least there has been every time I've been. So those were some great Western leather boots. We have a lot of sandals today. There are some riding boot type styles. There were some shoes that would be very great for a wedding. There were more workwear styles. It was kind of all over. And so while I felt like most of the store was starting to skew a bit more holiday, some of the shoes and accessories are much more year-round. So as you can see here as well, there were more earrings there than usual. Usually I haven't seen a lot of earrings, so this was pretty cool. But the bags as well tend to be more year-round, in my opinion, with what I've seen. As you can see, if you haven't been to a Dillards clearance before, it is still organized by department. So there is the men's department, shoes, accessories. Now we're in ladies' clothes, but here we're actually in the designer section. And this is very similar to how it would be laid out in my regular non-clearance Dillards. So we had those pieces from Morella. Here we have Trina Turk, and the markdowns on these are nice. These specific items are actually from earlier this season, and it hasn't been that long since they were in the store. You may actually recognize this one because I actually bought this blazer from the regular store, and this markdown was the same as it was in the store. So that is what I paid for it. But the benefit is there are a lot more of them here. So if there's something that got marked down in the store but your size wasn't there, there may be a lot more sizes at the clearance center because it's coming from more than just one location. And while the starting price of the item at the clearance center is likely to be its last markdown from the regular store, they will continue to mark it down or have additional sales on occasion at the clearance center. So sometimes you can get a wild deal if you're there at the right time. And note here, there are already racks of coats, but there are a bunch of empty racks, which I'm wondering if they might be filled with more coats and more sort of winter wear stuff. Last year, when I was here a little bit later than this, that section over there that is empty was absolutely full of coats and sweaters, and I can see them sort of filling that in as I was shopping. And so I expect that I just came a little bit earlier this year, and they are going to fill that with even more coats because last time there were a lot of coats. Anyway, we find ourselves in the fitting room now, so I'm going to try on some of these items and show you how they worked. Starting off, I saw this turtleneck sweater dress, and this is Vince Camuto, I believe, and I grabbed this sort of on a whim on my way into the fitting room. I used to have a dress like this a long time ago when I was in middle school, which I think was too mature for middle school, but I was like, maybe I'll try it on, but unfortunately it was too big. Then we had these joggers, and these are kind of like a waffle knit, and it's got this cute stripe around here. I love these. They are actually a size too big for me, but for a lounge pant, I don't mind. So I got these, and they're this brand Faraday. I'm actually not familiar with it, but now I'll be on the lookout for it. And they were quite expensive to start, almost $140, and they got down to $40, which I think is fair for something like that. Then we have these green pants from Gibson and Latimer. This is a brand that I always enjoy their pants. I have several pairs of their pants, and I style them all the time. Be sure you're following me over on Instagram, by the way, to see how I style what I get today. But I always am loving the Gibson and Latimer. Then we had these plaid pants. They didn't have pockets there, which confused me. I felt like they should. I also found them to be a bit too short for me, so unfortunately they were a no, but so cute. These are actually Karl Lagerfeld jeans, and I tried these on in the regular location. So then when I saw them here, I thought that I should definitely try again because I had liked them before. Ultimately, I left them behind again, even though they're great, they're really comfy, but I feel like they skew a little 90s in a way that I don't prefer. And then I tried on this skirt. This is from Southern Tide. I did end up buying this, and it's just so cute and perfect for lots of things. And it was $7.99. I also tried on this pair of jeans that were way too big. These were from Ralph Lauren, and I never know my size in Ralph Lauren jeans. I'm always confused. And then we have this epic party fit. There's a lot going on here. I thought that this top was going to run small, and it ran very large. So I think I could have sized down 1, maybe 2 sizes. And I think that that would have helped the look of it a little bit. But I mean, it's fun. The feathers are fun. And it's honestly fun with the skirt, but I didn't need this, so I left it behind. I also tried on this dress. This is way too big. This is probably 3 sizes too large for me, but I hadn't seen this in person, so I really wanted to try it. This was an online exclusive, or at least wasn't in my area in the Elizabeth Damrich collection. So now that I've tried it, I will be able to find it on Poshmark or eBay, and I'll know my size for sure because at least I was able to try it on and see the quality in person. Speaking of Elizabeth Damrich, here are some other items from her collection. I forgot how big and flopsy this top was. I definitely should have sized down. Ultimately, I ended up buying this skirt because I loved it a lot when it was in the original store and I just didn't pick it up. And here's another set that I really enjoyed when it was in the store, but I didn't grab it. This is from the Nat Note collection. Interestingly, they have a lot of these left at my location at least, and I don't know why, because I think it's cute and I think the fit is great. So I highly recommend this one. I grabbed the top, but the shorts are a bit too small, so I'm going to find my size online. Then I tried on these wild gold pants, and I actually ended up taking these home with me. The price was good, and I thought they were really flattering, so I grabbed them. Then another shiny option, we have this turtleneck. Usually a Lurex sort of turtleneck like that bothers me. I find them really itchy, scratchy, but this one is so comfy, and I don't remember seeing it in the store, so loved that. Then we also have these fabulous plaid pants. Last year, I actually picked them up from the Dirty Dillards in a different version of plaid, so I had to get these. I was so tempted by the matching blazer, but I felt like the blazer didn't actually go all that well with the pants, so I left it behind for now, but I love those velvet buttons. Similarly, this tuxedo blazer is so beautiful. I left this one behind as well, just because I did buy a couple of blazers today, and how many blazers should I buy? But I loved those. Then we actually had some swimsuits as well. So even though coats are out on the floor, swim is out on the floor as well. This top, I am not sure if this is how it fits. I was so confused about this. The way they had it on the hanger confused me even more. Anyway, I liked it with this color stripe and then the red stripe on the bottom. I thought that would be a really fun thing to do, so I was tempted but didn't get it. This is actually a dress from the juniors section, from like the homecoming section, but I thought it was pretty cute, so I tried it. This is another piece from the Nat Note, and I was tempted but didn't buy it. I do have it in red. If you want to go over to Instagram and see how I styled it in red, I do prefer it in red, and apparently so did everyone else. Here are a couple other blazers that I absolutely loved. I did end up picking up the black and white one, but not the red one. I also bought a pair of pink pants from Gibson and Latimer that I didn't need to try on because I already own them in yellow, and I had actually meant to buy them at the regular store, but they just snatched them right out while they were on sale, so I couldn't get them. So I was thrilled to see that they still had them at the Dillards clearance, so I grabbed those. I also grabbed a couple of shirts for my husband. I'm not going to put those on here just in case he watches. And my mom found some great things for herself, a few pairs of pants, a dressy top, and a couple of shirts for my dad. So we both found exactly what we were looking for. We were both really pleased with the selection, and the prices were great. So it was a fantastic trip to Dirty Dillards, and we are excited for the next one. She's trying to escape through the alarmed door. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I have videos every Monday, sometimes on Fridays as well. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and I will see you next time for more shopping and style content. Bye.